I have a book review for you. Okay, I'll have to. So this is The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank, edited by Otto H. Frank. I'm sorry for pronunciation issues. Mirjam Pressler, and translated by Susan Massotty. So I have read this before. According to Goodreads, I read it in 2009, but I worked the play version at school when I was going to the U of A in 2016, I think. Fall of 2016, I think it was. And there was some stuff in the play that I didn't remember being in the book, and I was kind of confused. So I wanted to reread it, and I, like a few months later, got this copy, which is the definitive edition. When I read it originally, it was, the one everybody sees with the, like, burgundy maroonish cover. So this is the definitive edition, and it says on here, includes previously unpublished material. Well, that's why there was some stuff her dad cut out when editing originally, and that was included in this. So when I got this, I started reading it, and I set it down, and I finally have picked it back up for Nonfiction November this year, and my bookmark wasn't in it, so I started back at the beginning. And the book itself is really good. Knowing what happens after, it's, of course, knowing the history and everything, it's sad, but I don't know if anybody else thinks like this, but for me it's like extra sad because they were so close. So close. They were like a month. And some of them that were in the camps, it was like the camp got liberated 3 days after they were killed. And it's just... And her dad is the only one that survived. Sorry, spoilers, but I figure everybody knows this. I mean, it's history, it's nonfiction. I usually try not to spoil nonfiction, but, yeah, it's so sad, and it's one of those things that I read it, and I think, I do this with a lot of things, like, in another universe where they weren't ratted out, what was that? What happened? In another universe where they were ratted out, but they all survived the concentration camps, what happened? In another universe where at least Anne survived, what happened? Like, what would those universes be like? It's just, I'm always curious about that sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know how many stars I'm going to give this read through. I'm not sure. This says it was first published in 1947, and then this one was published in 97. Hi, Phobos. So yeah, I'm gonna quit ranting. I'm sure a lot of y'all have read this. It's a very widely read book. It does have like pictures in the middle, by the way, and it's got like a foreword and an afterword talking about like the text and stuff. So I don't really have much else to say about it, but I am glad I reread it, and I'm glad that in rereading it I read this definitive edition that didn't have stuff cut out. I hate when books have stuff cut out. I understand reasons, but it drives me nuts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. For Nonfiction November, I would count this for voice because it's her own voice, and I would definitely count this for true. I mean, you could argue that it's design because there was one point where she had edited some of it because she was like, they had talked on the radio about getting diaries after the war, and she was thinking about doing that, but I would say true in voice for me. But yeah, questions, comments, opinions, I love discussing things with you guys. Let me know what you think down below. Have you read the definitive edition? Do you want to read it now and see what was cut out? And otherwise, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.